The stories from your community and the events happening on your corner. This is Toledo News This Morning. Good Saturday morning. I'm Jaden Jefferson, and welcome to Toledo News This Morning. We begin with a check of your forecast. It'll be a mostly sunny Saturday, with the high in the mid-50s and low in the lower 40s. Do you recall that series of town hall meetings that Toledo City Councilman John Hobbs was hosting toward the end of 2023? Well, those meetings, they're back. And the next meeting is at Resurrection Baptist Church on Nebraska Avenue. It's on the 25th, and it starts at 6 p.m. The City of Toledo is seeking feedback on its U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development one-year action plan. Now, what this plan entails are plans for federal funds, what the city's anticipating, and how those funds will be used and to what benefit. Now, this plan can be reviewed at toledo.oh.gov/mayor. And on Thursday, March 28th at 5:30, you can come on down to council chambers in downtown to offer your perspective as a citizen of Toledo. So let's say you find a great parking spot in downtown Toledo for an event. You pull over, you get into the spot, and you go to the meter to pay. But you notice there are only two options: QR code or smartphone app. For some people, this can be a barrier to access if they don't have the technical knowledge. That's why the Fair Parking Act has been introduced in the Ohio House. Introduced by Democrat Elgin Rogers and Republican Brian Lorenz of Powell, what it would do is require all public parking meters to have a credit card or coin payment option to eliminate that barrier. However, this proposal still awaits passage in the Ohio Senate. The Federal Railroad Administration is currently conducting a study on Amtrak daily routes. And one of the proposed routes in this study is a route from Detroit to New Orleans, which would make a stop in Toledo. State Representative Michelle Grimm released the following statement on this proposal. She says that supporting the vision of a long-distance train from Detroit to New Orleans, including a vital stop in Toledo, is more than just advocating for this route. It's about championing connectivity, fostering community, and preserving the essence of American travel. Together, let's pave the way for unforgettable journeys and boundless opportunities. Now, the FRA is currently seeking comments from those who would be impacted by some of the routes proposed in its study. You can visit FRALongDistanceRailStudy.org. The Toledo Police Department Forensic Crime Laboratory is receiving $9,995 from the state of Ohio as part of a statewide $3.4 million investment being made in crime laboratories across the state to improve efficiency. The state of Ohio's In-Demand Jobs Week has just been announced. It's a week that highlights all those positions in the state that need to be filled. May 6th through May 10th are the dates, and you can visit ohiomeansjobs.com for job opportunities and career services. Happening today, it is the Toledo Public Schools Fine Art Festival at Bowser High School. It runs from 9 a.m. to noon, and there's plenty to check out, from musical performances to art demonstrations to even a thing or two for you. You may just have to go in person to check it out. This is a free event. Welcome into the cafe, where community and commentary come together. And this backdrop really fits for today's segment because I'm talking the theater. It really has made a resurgence since the COVID-19 pandemic. Because why? We were all sitting at home watching movies on streaming services. But the thing is, the trend is reversed because the streaming services are hurting now and the theaters are having quite a time. Barbie, Oppenheimer, and just last week we had the Oscars, which were, of course, just the pinnacle of film. I mean, we're talking all these movies that came out, and admittedly, I didn't see a lot of them. And I know that's something a lot of other people relate to. But back to the main topic at hand. The theater has really come back. And I can say that personally because I know I've spent a lot of time in movie theaters recently. And I think my streak of going to the movies with friends will continue even this weekend because we have more great movies that are out right now. We have, of course, Mean Girls, which just came out. We also have Madam Web, which I've heard mixed reviews on. I haven't seen it yet, so I'm not going to say anything. But we have some new films that are coming out in 2024 that really might make the trend continue of theaters having a good time revenue-wise. So for streaming services, I don't know what to say because I also have not spent too much time on my streaming services either. So the movies are kind of taking the upper hand in my life personally. How are they for you? Let me know. I'm leaving my email at the bottom of the screen as I do always. And that being said, this is the cafe for this week. I'm Jaden Jefferson. Thanks for watching. An all-new Community Focus is out tomorrow. But in the meantime, have a great Saturday.